Hello guys, take a look at your screen at this fully funded scholarship in New Zealand. This scholarship covers full tuition fees, living allowance, establishment allowance, medical insurance, tutoring costs, travel costs to and through your country, travel insurance, and other travel expenses again, quarantine in case of COVID, reimbursement in case of COVID, reintegration allowance, research allowance. So everything is covered here through and through. When you win the scholarship, you wouldn't have to move a financial muscle. It cannot get better than this, guys. It cannot get better than this. So this is the fully funded scholarship in New Zealand. So welcome to my channel. It is Victor once again, another day, another scholarship. In case you're new, you're welcome, but where have you been? There are lots of materials already on this channel on fully funded scholarships from around the world. Is it the UK? Is it the US? Is it Canada? Is it Australia? Just name it. Is it Finland? So look around. I'm sure you'll find something that catches your interest. And if you're a returning viewer, a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Thanks for the constant support. And I hope you get a scholarship sooner than later. So let's go straight into the business of the day. So fully funded, both masters, both PhD, both diploma scholarships in New Zealand at different participating universities. So I'll talk you through the application process step by step on how to apply. So this is the official website, the New Zealand Scholarship. And then what do? We choose here scholarship for international tertiary students. So that's the one you're looking for. Scholarship for international tertiary students. I haven't clicked on that. Let's see the eligible countries. So the scholarships are arranged according to major continents, or continents and developing countries at least, or continents that contain developing countries. So you can see the Pacific countries, Asian countries, African countries, Caribbean, and Latin American countries. So you can just click on this quickly and see the countries eligible in Asia. I can see Philippines, I can see Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and the rest of them. And they can apply, applicants from these countries can apply for either a postgraduate diploma or either a master's. Could also be a PhD or just a postgraduate certificate, which is 6 months. So that's good. And you'll be resuming in the first semester 2025. So that should be January-ish next year. Although the deadline, as we'll see, is February this year. So this is for Asia. Let's run to Africa and see. So this is Africa. These are the eligible countries in Africa. I can see my country, Nigeria, already. Where is it? Okay, this is Nigeria. So that is great. Ghana is also sitting pretty. You can see Kenya just beside Ghana. And Cameroon, I think Cameroon is also here. Last time I did a scholarship on Australia, and Cameroon wasn't included. But now you can see Cameroon is on the list. For that subscriber asking about Cameroon, congratulations, your country is on the list this time. Of course, you can also apply for the certificate program, the postgraduate certificate program, the postgraduate diploma program, the master's degree program, or the PhD program. So I haven't seen that, and I hope your country is among the eligible countries. Of course, check for your own continent, whether you're from any of these continents mentioned here. So let's move on. So let's go to individual eligibility. That's if your country is there. Now let's check whether you are eligible. So these are the criteria we need to look at. So for the age bracket, you have to be from 18. They might permit 17 as well, 17 plus 18, and a maximum of 40. So you should be under 40 if you want to apply. Minimum of 17, maximum of 40. For work experience, it also varies, either 1 or 2 work experience, 2 years work experience, or they might even skip you some from this requirement if you follow some of these criteria written here. So it means work experience is good, but kind of downplayed somehow. But if you have it, please bring it. It's essential. It might help your case, help your application at the end of the day. So let's move on. You'd have to write an essay about how you're going to contribute to your country's development. So if you're writing an essay, show how what you learn in New Zealand will help you implement positive change in your country of origin. There are also, as you will see, different themes in different countries. We'll be looking at this shortly as well. Different countries will have different themes. We'll be looking at that shortly. Where is it here? Yeah, and then the English language requirement. For the English language requirement, you're not required to submit any of the TOEFL or the IELTS for now, but when you get shortlisted, you might have to submit one of them. The good news is that some universities in New Zealand do not accept or waive the TOEFL or the IELTS if you've already studied in the English language. So you can always consult that yourself and see what they say. We might actually come back to this question of the English language requirements. So let's move on. What else do we have here? So requirements, visa requirements, you'd get into that after you get shortlisted. You do not need that right now. So let's check the subjects that are eligible for, or the courses eligible for this scholarship. So it depends on the continent. Different continents might have different subject focus or themes. So let's check for Asia first. So for Asia, these are the courses you're meant to study. Let's go down there. Okay. Different countries, different courses. You can see courses in climate change and environment, risk management, food security, agriculture, renewable energy, good governance, education. So you can check for other countries here on the list, of course. So let's rush to, let's see, where are we going to? Let's rush to Africa and see. So for Africa, these are the key areas. So whatever course you're choosing should be in one of these areas. So you can see climate resilience, you can see climate change and environment, renewable energy, good governance. So I hope your course is in one of these areas of concentration or fields of concentration. So these are the different areas. Look at them very closely. So any course you've chosen, always link them back to one of these themes or one of these fields mentioned. So let's go back to the main page. So now imagine your country is eligible. You also have their criteria, that's the age bracket, the work experience, and the rest of them. And now your course is on the list. What do you do next? Now we'll find the eligible institutions. So there are, I think, about 8 of them, 8 suggested institutions, I think. International students or students studying from abroad, allowed to choose one of 8 universities or 3 institutes of technology. So these are the schools stated here. So what you're meant to do, you're not meant to apply to them directly. This is important. You're not meant to apply to them yet, but what you just do is that you select the course that you're interested in and come back to this scholarship application page. So let's go to Auckland University of Technology and let's click on apply and let's see what it brings out quickly. Can we get the courses? Okay, let's go back to that main page and see if we can get the list of courses. Study options. Let's go to study options. Let's choose, remember we're meant to choose something on the fields of concentration. So let's go to the social science and public policy. I believe there was something mentioned about human rights or something about governance as well. So you can click on Masters in Human Rights and see quickly. So Masters in Human Rights, check the applications requirements. So it's asking for IELTS, but let's go further and see whether there are other waivers. So qualification taught and assessed in English. Good. So it says here that evidence is required that the qualification was taught and assessed in English. Must be at an appropriate level. Good. So if you do not have any of these IELTS or TOEFL or the rest of them mentioned here, you can always bring evidence that you already studied in the English language from your undergraduate or previous studies. So that's clear. That's at the Auckland University of Technology. Of course, check for other universities and see their own applications requirements. And as I said, you do not need to apply to any of the universities. I would say this again, do not apply to any of the universities yourself. Only apply for the scholarship. When you get shortlisted for the scholarship, then you're invited and you're helped to apply to one of the universities. I hope that is clear. Do not apply to the universities. Just check for your course and then move on to the scholarship. So how to apply for the New Zealand scholarship? So straight away I'm going to the African category, and then before that, let's look at the deadline quickly. The deadline is on the 29th of February, so not so far away, to be honest. This is like, you get this video like on the 12th, so you have like 2 weeks ish to submit, 2 weeks to submit your application. So please put your documents together and start applying as soon as possible. In fact, you're advised to submit your application 3 to 10 days before the closing date, because they get lots of application towards the closing date. It means the site might break down or something might happen. So to prevent stories that touch, to prevent unavoidable circumstances towards the deadline, just try to submit on time. So let's go back there. So let's just apply. Click on the online button. So here are instructions on how to apply and every other thing you might want to read. You can also test your eligibility that you qualify for the scholarship even before you even before you start applying. I think they ask you some basic questions. If you pass those questions about yourself, about your eligibility, country of origin, and things like that, if you pass those questions, then you're given a code to complete the application. Having said that, you might need to write some essays. So now you're putting here instructions or tips on how to apply. So they might ask you to write some essays about your leadership abilities, things about your community experience, community volunteering experiences. I'll put a link in the description box of this video on how to write those kind of essays. I'll put links to scholarships like the Chevening or the Commonwealth or MasterCard. They ask similar questions. So in case you ask that question, you can just go and refer to the Chevening video or the MasterCard video, and it will help you answer the questions. So that is it on how to apply. So try your best to, this is the apply button, I believe. This is the apply button. So you click on this, you open an account with them. Okay. Cancel, thank you very much. So this is how to apply. I'm trying to click on the button, for some reason it's not responding, but I hope it responds to you. Probably there's a link here as well. New applicants, good. I think new applicants are to start here, online eligibility test. Great. So just type in your email here and then you continue with the rest of the process. So I hope this is clear. I've talked you through the step by step. So just go to the home page. From one step to the other, you'll be fine at the end of the day. So as I said, it is fully funded. Everything is covered, from your tuition, from your, where did we even get that? Yeah, this is it here. From your tuition, living stipend, traveling fees, medical expenses, visas, and everything is covered. So just get the scholarship and they just take care of you throughout. So it's fully covered, guys. And that is it, guys. I hope this was useful. Fully funded scholarship in New Zealand. If you've not subscribed already, please do so. Many more scholarships are coming your way. Fully funded scholarships covering everything. It can't get better than this, guys. So tell your friends, tell your family members, tell everybody who's interested in fully funded scholarships around the world that this is where it is happening on Victor's channel. As usual, guys, we cannot wait to celebrate you. So get to work, start putting your documents together. For this particular scholarship, you have just less than 2 weeks to put them together. So, and I'll see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now, and cheers.